ecological reserve is technically only anything on this land or on the seabed. So any fish out there belongs to the federal jurisdiction. And so this is a provincial reserve. Right now, the federal protection is called a rockfish conservation area, which means you can't fish here. We're hoping to have a marine protected area. It was going to be Canada's first, so there's a very long story there. It hasn't been Canada's first. It's 12 years in the making. But that'll be a more comprehensive agreement between First Nations, the federal government, and the provincial government. Does anyone know why the First Nations would be involved at Race Rocks?
Because it was their territory before?
Absolutely. So it's traditional territory. No one would have lived here because there's no fresh water. But as you'll see at low tide, particularly in the summer when the weather's good, to come here you can harvest enough food for hundreds of people in like hours. There's quite a lot of food here. And since the college has taken over, there's been a little bit of archaeological survey. Nothing digging because they didn't have to. A man who is doing his master's, now doing his PhD on ancient First Nation burial grounds, came here and found 12 just by walking around. And so people who've been here for 140 years hadn't recognized them, and he saw them in plain sight. And so we'll see some of those, but they're mostly in the Gull territory, so we won't really have to worry about walking on them. But they're anywhere between 1,000 and 1,600 years old, and they predate all the First Nations in this territory. The way Vancouver Island was settled means there's no direct relationship between those people, but they are the ancestors. And in Canada, any burial ground, any sacred place is protected in perpetuity, so it'll always be First Nation territory. And so that's they're a major component of the Race Rocks protection. We'll stick to the past, but we'll see quite a bit up here.